Another Halloween, another quintet of low-grade trash which added years to my life. Avoid these films like the plague, the 5 worst of Halloween Marathon 2020. Number 5. American Psycho 2. Starting off life as a completely unrelated direct-to-video slasher, the girl who wouldn't die, possibly due to some studio politics, was given the burden of following up one of the most acclaimed horror films of the 2000s. Completely pointless and adding nothing worthwhile to the original, American Psycho 2 is flatly acted and directed and a cliched choice for this list. But still, there is a reason why this infamous cash grab hasn't received a cult reappreciation. Number 4. 9 Lives. I can't remember seeing a film that felt so pointless as 9 Lives did. The whole production reeks of a tax haven. It's well shot and has some art direction, but the writing, acting and editing are all rancid. Completely feckless rich kids getting killed off by a Scottish ghost sounds like some good old fashioned fun, but it's truly not. It's as shallow and forgettable as Paris Hilton herself. Moving on. Number 3. Pandemonium. Pandemonium does not have a dull story or bland acting going against it. In fact, it might have something worse. The screenplay displays an obnoxious amount of disdain for the human condition, portraying a truly toxic cast of predators who could not fuck off any quicker. It severely lacks wit and lingers way too long on its toxic cast of predatorial bankers. It is a miserable experience shot with horrible filters and little to no gore. Number 2. Blood Orgy of the She-Devils. Blood Orgy may be Ted V. Mickles' worst film. I know, it is so boring, it is so cheap, it is so derivative. All of it. The majority of the film is people talking exposition, broken apart by vignettes covering the history of American witchcraft. It feels all so desperate and needless that I could barely think of anything else to say other than that it truly may be one of the worst exploitation films of the 70s. Guaranteed to chase out any stragglers left at the drive-in, Blood Orgy is a chore to sit through and even more so to recollect. Dishonourable mention, Torture Me No More. Torture Me No More is a really ugly film with its low lighting and tight compositions. Its plot is also needlessly convoluted and relies on subplot upon subplot to keep the pace going, which its cast clearly cannot. The only reason why it's not on this list is because it is evident some people are trying, as well as myself being a true simp for regional New York genre filmmaking, as I'm sure we all are. Number 1. Highway to Hell. Richard Driscoll's Disaster Piece is an ego-stroking nightmare of Blues Brothers cosplay and star-fucking cringe that reeks of a tax scam. Because it was. I have no earthly idea what Driscoll wanted to make with Highway to Hell, except that he wanted to make it big. And so, he made a big piece of shit, and nothing more. The film has plenty of resources and ambition, but has no story whatsoever, no real heart to it because everyone on screen, and probably off, is simply there for the money. Surely there were easier gigs. The film's production is still a mystery to me, but what isn't is that the experience watching it is insufferable, and Richard Driscoll would have had to pay me everything he is not paying back to the HMRC already to make me watch it again. Well, there's my 5 worst of this year. Come back tomorrow for the 5 best.